Hey guys, welcome to today's YouTube video. In today's YouTube video, I'm going to be showing y'all how to make a homemade bow with only a knife. So, disclaimer before we get into this video, I am going to be using a knife, which of course any blade can cut you. So, if you are a child, I would suggest not doing this without adult supervision. So I'm going to go ahead and flash it up on the screen. So do not try this at home because you could definitely harm yourself. Anything using a knife or any type of weapon could harm yourself. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. I am not suggesting if you're a child to come out here and try to do this on your own. So now that's been said, we'll go ahead and get into this. We want to find a good flexible stick which will bend back and forth. That way it will flex when you pull. Now then, you may be saying, well, this is knife only. What string are you using? Are you going to cheat and use paracord or a fishing line or something like that? Which you very well could. If you want to make this more professional, I would suggest using something more like paracord or maybe some string around the house. But we have, as you can see, a ton of vines behind me. Some kudzu vines. I already found one which I like the most. Okay guys, change of plans. The stick, it was absolutely perfect until it decided to, instead of flexing, it took certain places and it bent only at certain places, which just made it bend like in half and where it wasn't too sturdy. So we're going to have to find something a tad stronger than that. So now you'll actually be able to watch me looking for a proper stick because that one is not going to work out. So let's go stick hunting. Is this guy too thin? Yeah, that's way too small and brittle apparently. I'll show y'all when I find the perfect stick. Oh yeah. I think we're going to use this little guy. He's already warped a little because he's leaning over. But a natural warp is a lot better than us having to stretch it. We might use this little string down here. It's already like a tripping hazard. But it looks pretty good and durable. So we'll go ahead and start chopping down this new branch. Okay, I got it chopped down. You ever see me looking around? That's because I'm pretty positive something's about to come out of this woods and kill me. But we'll go ahead and try to finish this bow before any animals come around and decide that I'm a weakling. I don't think anything's gonna kill me though. Should be fine. So I got it chopped down, but the problem is that it's split. And if you have a split, it's gonna make it a whole lot weaker. And it's split from here all the way here. If we're making a spear, this thing will be perfect. And I can only use up to here because up here, actually I might be able to use it. I'm just gonna have to trim it up a little, and then it should be perfect. Now then, the thing which is even more great about this is that with all these little twigs up here on the top, I'm not just gonna waste all of this, but I'm gonna chop them up and make them into our arrows. So that'll be nice. Though we'll probably only make one arrow because it's not like you're gonna be losing these. You don't have enough power. But so we're just gonna get this thing cleaned up and we'll start working on it after that. Okay, we got it cleaned off. So we've got quite a bit of usable stick actually. It's pretty flexible. But once this guy dries out, because this one was still alive. So anyway, we've got a very long stick actually, and it's very flexible too. It's not like that horrible trash that I picked up last time. I don't know what I was thinking. So let's see, we've got this much string. It's a lot smaller once I got the knots put into it, so that's gonna be a little sad. So we're just gonna slip it here on the bottom. Go ahead and untie that bottom knot because I used a lot more than I need to on the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna find the best part of the stick to use. Okay, so I've got a choice. I can either use this whole thing all together, give it a really nice long bow look, you know, make it look more like Indian tribes. Checking my surroundings real quick. Thankfully the dogs are not barking. I'm right in view of them, so hopefully they'll bark if anything happens. But, so I have two choices. I can either use this whole stick and all, which will make it look nicer. It'll make it look like, more like Cherokee style and stuff. I can warp it really well. This one's warping a whole lot better. Which the good thing is that the longer it is, the easier it is for a warp. If you have a short little area with like no length to it at all, it's more chance it's gonna break instead of warping. And I think it may have been the problem with that stick I used, but it was really tall too, so I'm not really sure if that's the case. But I think I'm gonna go with the long one because it'll look better, and I think it'll make it stronger overall. So we're just come up here. We'll come right past the split. If I had a saw, which this is knife only, so this could be a lot easier if you had different materials. But if you have more materials, this would be a lot better. Like I said, if you had paracord, it would knit up a lot better. But instead, we're using a dead vine. So we're just gonna tie it right past the split. Now I might tie up that split to make it look nicer. But the split also makes it like easier to jab in the ground if you ever want to for some reason. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna flex this really good. Now real quick, this is what I was talking about whittling. We're gonna come right here, we're gonna whittle a notch right on the bottom of it. That way it'll sit in there instead of sliding. Okay, it's a tiny little notch, but it's good enough for something to slide down into. So we're just gonna head and leave it like that. Try to hurry this video up, this is taking a while. So now we're gonna come over here, tie it around, just try to get it tight, which as I said, if this was a string, so much easier, but when using vines, it makes it a whole lot harder. There's an easier vine I found, but it was shorter. So we might opt out for that, but if so, we'll probably just make a different boat in a different video because this is already taking too long. This is also where a tack or a small nail would come in handy because you can just screw it in there. That's a lot easier. And I've also thought about going through and like drilling a hole with my knife, whittling a hole straight through the center of the stick. But the problem with that is that then it'll be perfectly aligned with the stick, which you need it to be a little offline with the stick. That way it will actually be able to fire an arrow because you can't fire the arrow straight into the stick. Okay, got the bottom done, triple knotted it. That's not going anywhere. Problem is that I went around it, as I said, triple knotted it. So now we just lost a whole lot of string, but that's still fairly long. We just don't want to have to trim our stick any. So what we're gonna do now, I'll try to stand up to show y'all. Might have to back up a little. What we're gonna do now, we're just flex the stick until I can get this on. Don't break on me, man. Doing so good so far. Oh my goodness, look at that. Woo! That's working a lot better than I thought it would, so this is not a fail at all. Slow and easy. Slow and easy, get it past, get it past. Okay, boys. Homemade bow 2.0. Look at this thing. This thing looks awesome, I think. Kind of worried it might snap, but I'm not worried enough to take it off. I mean, this looks, tell me how y'all think it looks. I think it looks epic. Like, I really think this. And the stick just flexes with it. So now we're going to make an arrow. There's not one long enough for me to pull it back and it still work. I think this looks awesome. I'm very happy. So once we get the arrow made, then we'll shoot this thing. So first, we're just gonna look for a good long stick. I don't think this is the best branch I could find off that stick that we already cut down, and we'll just check it out. Now, I think there'll definitely be a dead stick around here somewhere, which there'll definitely be a dead stick around here somewhere, which will be perfect length and light enough and stuff. But it's a little crooked, but I think it might work. See how long it is? I'm not quite sure. Okay, we found the best candidate for arrow. It's pretty long, which is the most important thing. It's pretty thick, but it's not too thick. So just put this baby on there. Honestly, I think you could shoot like this. Got the arrow. It's very straight, and it's already got a like built-in notch. Oh, that's perfect. We're gonna put my knife up. We'll go ahead and get out of the woods because I'm like positive there's like a Sasquatch over there finishing off his last meal, and he's probably headed for me. So, got our arrow, we've got our bow, got my hat, got my comb, got my knife. I've got you guys, so let's get on out of here, and we're gonna come up here in the open and shoot this thing. It's already got kind of a point from when I chopped it down, but we don't really need it too pointy anyway. So we'll go ahead and come over here. Line it up. Okay, so it definitely did not fly straight. It did fly a little. As you can see, this is flexing quite a bit. I think the stick has warped to where now if I took the string off, it still wouldn't bend back. Hey guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's videos today. I just got done creating it. I planned to make 2, but I went ahead and chopped down a little stick, or I cut off a branch and got this little guy, and I made a perfect little arrow. So I went ahead and shot it. I'm gonna go ahead and make this all one video, but this sucker's not flying straight, and it is a little warped, but as you can tell, it's actually very straight. And so I don't think it's a problem of it being a bent stick, but instead that one thing, it does not have any weight on the top. It's just a stick the whole way, and so there's no weight on the top. So I'm going to create a second video to where I put something on the front which is, I'm not going to say in this video, I'm going to say when I create the video. It's beginning to rain on me. I'm going to put something on the front to be a good tip to give it weight, because it can't fly straight without weight on the front, because everything weighs the same, so it just tries to bend. So we're going to put some weight on the front next video, and we're probably going to cut some feathers, either some turkey feathers, some chicken feathers, crow feathers, whatever I can find. I'm going to get some feathers, and I'm going to put some feathers on the back, and then we'll shoot the bow again. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thank you for watching today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button and comment down below what was your favorite part, and share this with all your friends, that way they can see it too. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, that way you know whenever I upload, and I'll see y'all next time I upload.